Howdy y'all, what's up? Primal here, and not another reaction video this time. No. I had something special in mind for today. So, as y'all know, I'm already a little more than halfway done with Elden Ring. I have like 50 episodes currently, but I figured I'm not going to post anything about it today like I have been these past couple of weeks. I know I was kind of delayed it for a while back for a couple days, until I reached like 30 gigs of worth of videos of Elden Ring on my PlayStation Drive. But yeah, today I'm gonna hold back again just a little bit because, well, today is April Fool's Day, and I'm not doing anything like all the other YouTubers do. I'm not gonna, clickbait and make my video one thing when it's actually the other this time. I think it's kind of high time to break. I think it's high time to break tradition. So yeah, I figured it's my stepfather out there coughing. So yeah, today I figured I'd tell y'all a story about one of the greatest April Fool's pranks I ever pulled. I mean, my parents got robbed 8 years ago, so this was when I was living back where I used to live. I won't necessarily say where, just, for security reasons, all that. So, yeah, before I had to go to school, I was still a freshman in high school at the time, so it was like April Fool's Day of 2014, and so yeah, I kind of had this planned a couple days ahead, just waiting for it. And my mom had to go to work early. I think that was part of her job for that day. I don't remember if it was an actual daily basis thing or if she actually had to go in just for that day. But yeah, I got in the shower. She tried to make me think the house was on fire, which didn't really faze me. And even if it did, I had something bigger in mind for her. So as soon as she left, as soon as I got out of the shower, I got to work. I skipped breakfast because they served breakfast at the school. And so I did everything that I could. I didn't really, I took things around. I just did like basic stuff. I kind of strewed apart I kind of tore the house apart a little bit. Not like literally. I just made it look like it was burglarized. Like people were searching through it for stuff. Like I moved around chairs, had them all in a tussle. I took certain valuables and hid them in certain areas like the closet or the dressers, and even on the exercise bike, I hid my stepdad's laptop on the exercise. It was one of my parents' laptops. I don't remember if my stepdad's or my mom's, but yeah, yeah, I hid on my stepdad's old exercise bike, which he never really used once he moved it into his room. In fact, I don't think he ever really used it at all within the entirety that I knew him. But yeah, so I pretty much just took small valuables, and I took as many valuables as I can and hid them in certain places where they wouldn't expect, like in the closets, in the dressers, anywhere I could think of. The trickiest part was making a convincing way to make it look like someone got in, because I didn't want to leave the house unlocked, because we actually did get robbed before in 2011, September 30th. Like, I came home, I couldn't open the door, and my stepdad took me to Wendy's, and he broke the whole thing down for me. He told me they took everything, all my old valuables, my PlayStation 2, my Wii, both of which I had for a very long time. I had my PlayStation 2, since 2003 Christmas, and my Wii for my birthday since 2008, so yeah, the Wii was easily replaceable since it wasn't all that old, but the PlayStation I had to give up for good, and I never really had it again until, I mean, I did try and, buy it from my best friend who had one at the time, but um yeah, I never could really get it to work. I don't think I could never really get around with it. I wanted to, though, because there's a lot of good stuff on the PlayStation 2. And yeah, so back to the initial story. Yeah, it was really tough for me to find a way to make it look convincing, like someone actually got in to do all this. So I had to I left the back door unlocked a little bit, but I couldn't really leave the front door unlocked. I didn't really want to risk someone actually getting in and us actually getting robbed. So yeah, I pretty much went about my day at school, was laughing my head off about waiting to come home with my mom, because I didn't think she'd actually come home before I did, because I was part of the robotics club in high school for a bit, and while I was there, I stayed after school, and mom was doing whatever she was doing. but I didn't think she ever really came home. So apparently, yeah, when I got in the car, she came home before me and saw everything, and well, they called the cops. And I should say police, because according to mom, cops is an offensive term. I don't know why or how or when that came to be, but okay. So yeah, they called the police. I kind of had to call them. I let them know what was happening. Like it was just a joke. Fortunately, nothing really happened. They never really came out. I was gotten a lot more trouble than I was in initially. But fortunately, it wasn't all that bad. Thank goodness. But yeah, it was one heck of a day. I mean, by the time I was there talking to my friends about it, this condescending friend of mine, his name was Chris Bertrusik. He's like a, and well, he always did whatever he could to put me down, and he was advising against this, but there's nothing I could really do about it then. I'm afraid he had to be right on that one, son of a bitch. So yeah, it didn't take too long for the heat to wear off on that, but yeah, I was just, as soon as I got in the car, my mom pretty much was like an emotional wreck. She was like telling me, this is not an April Fool's joke, we were robbed again, and well, I couldn't really keep it to myself that was a joke. There was no way for me to actually let anything out of me without her catching on. So like, I was like, we were robbed again, and she's like, wait, did you take all her stuff? So yeah, I took a moment to debate whether or not I should tell her the truth, because I mean, if she came home already, then I probably didn't want something like this to drag on any longer. So I just rolled over and told her, yeah, it was me. She was relieved, and of course she did concede to me in that joke, and we've never really done anything April Fool's wise ever again since then. So yeah, that's that story. But at the time, it was, yeah, I mean, a heck of a way to kick off April of 2014. It was actually one of my best years, to be honest. So yeah, that was that story. About the time I decided to make my parents think we got robbed again, and I guess, of course, they would believe it since it already happened before and it was real, but probably not that good of an idea as I initially thought it would be. I thought I took all the necessary precautions. I didn't think they'd come home before me, and I wanted to see it, which is a shame because I really wanted to see their reactions. Where I probably should have like had a timed camera on or something, or had a video message from them just to be safe. But what can you do? I mean, it's in the past. Nothing. Yeah. But hey, it was a heck of a way to pay them back for all the kindness they did to me. Like in 2012, they tried to make me think I was getting sent to military school. I was doing my best so hard not to give in, and I was just becoming an emotional wreck myself. Oy vey. And then, yeah, they always did little miniature pranks to me. My stepdad would always joke around with me, and I just, for once, wanted to give them a joke of my own. And yeah, so as you should know, I was once a huge fan of the Angry Grandpa. If you've heard of him, Charles Green, he was one of YouTube's biggest comedy stars, along with a couple others before they all went to crap. Apparently it's a common path for them to end, with them just to not end on a good note, which is sad. Yeah, I know he passed away like 5 years ago. Well, it'd be 5 years in December. But yeah. So yeah, I watched the video of him where his idiot son and his idiot girlfriend Michael and Bridget tried to make him. They made him think he got robbed, and then they tried to do it a couple more times in 2014 for whatever reason. But the first time in 2013 was just so friggin' hilarious to me. Probably shouldn't have been, given how much of a shithead Michael is. Especially Bridget, looking back. Even in their earlier videos, they did some pretty crappy stuff to him, and I can't blame Angry Grandpa one bit for the way he acted at times. But you'd have to watch the videos yourselves to understand what I mean. But yeah, so that's practically all I have to say for this story and this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Happy April Fool's Day, everyone. Hopefully it's not going hopefully it's not being too rough on y'all, given what it is. I mean, apparently from what I've seen, people are putting up, their April Fool's videos a day earlier just to throw people off. Like, I found one for, like, a PlayStation 5 trailer for Metal Gear Solid 3. I showed my best friend Gavin. Apparently it was fake. I didn't watch the video myself. I probably should have, but apparently I didn't realize it'd be clickbaited especially that early. So, yeah, I've just been very cautious. So, yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.